So let's talk here about the little red dots. For those who have no idea what the little red dots are, people love, right? The little red dots. Why? When, the when the James Webb started observing, I'm going to send it to you, Taina, and you can put on the screen for everyone. So let's go. First, what are the little red dots, right? When the James Webb started to point its eyes way back to the beginning of the universe, objects started to appear, let's say, that are apparently galaxies, right? Apparently, there were galaxies that were, let's put it this way. It was that video I made, about the impossible galaxies of the universe and all, that they couldn't be there. Because they were things we were seeing at less than 1 billion years into the universe's age, and that, according to theories of galactic evolution, in a bit I'll have a question about this that I'll answer to, there wouldn't have been time for them to evolve to that point. They're little red dots that we can't even see properly, but they became known as the little red dots of the James Webb. Okay? All right. Then that whole crowd, we already know who they are, started saying, look there, it's the end of the Big Bang. See? The James Webb, the end of the Big Bang, the final nail in the coffin for the Big Bang. Look, there are galaxies there in the beginning. Structured galaxies, pretty galaxies, fully formed galaxies ready. And so on. And you can go back and watch all my videos. From the beginning, I've always said the following: nobody at any moment said with certainty, 100% certainty, that those were galaxies. Oh, there are galaxies. The universe was born ready. The James Webb is proving it. I never, even in the debate over there, I said, dude, we don't know what this is. The guys they're still studying it. It's a very short amount of time. The James Webb was launched in 2021. It started operating in 2000. We have 3 years of operation. That's a very short time. It's a very short time. Things are appearing that we've never seen. Astronomers have to study this. You don't study this overnight. That's not how it works, okay? Things take time. You go there and take another measurement. That's how something works that this crowd has no idea about, called the scientific method. What is the scientific method? It's this. You make an observation. You create a hypothesis. You test that hypothesis. You make more observations. You change hypotheses. You keep testing, changing, adjusting things, adjusting the so-called model. Oh no, because the model can't be adjusted. Of course it can. That's what a model is, That's what a model is. The crowd can't understand these things, okay? They can't understand. The galaxy it's there, that little red. What is that? At first glance, a galaxy. Wow, but how can there be a? Let's study it more. They study the little red dots and have already reached several and various conclusions about what the little red dots from the James Webb could be. One of them, that they could be black holes that we're seeing there. Black holes, forming dusty. That's why they're red, okay? They came to the conclusion. It's a different type of star there. And now, the most recent, and that's it. It's not, I don't know, but the most recent study on the little red dots indicates that there are points in halos of dark matter, but not the cold dark, right? The cold one, but rather hot dark matter. Dark matter has two types, flavors, okay? It would be hot dark matter. Is that it? We don't know, man. Why do we know? Because the researchers took the data, analyzed it in the way it was analyzed, okay? And reached that conclusion. Tomorrow another paper could come out saying, no, the little red dots are something else. Now there's something even more important beyond the little red dots. I was going to talk about this tomorrow, but I'll take the opportunity to talk about it here. The folks did a big study now recently, and they discovered this is what kills. Because here's the thing, man, if you're an honest person, you publish everything, even knowing you're going to take a beating for it. Put up that last link I sent you, Taina. Even knowing that, man, the guys, well, they don't even know, they don't read, they don't even want to know. Look at how awesome this is. James Webb proves many ancient galaxies are impostors. What does that mean? That they aren't even galaxies. They did a sensational study here. They did a sensational study of 300 bright objects from the beginning of a universe, which are considered to be galaxies. Okay? Let's go. 137 of them. In other words, 67% are not high redshift, meaning they are not there at the beginning of a universe. They are low redshift. Only 7% of them are from a high redshift. Only 7%. So, again, are the guys wrong? Do the guys know nothing? What is happening? That's not it. Man, that's not it. The James Webb is an astronomical instrument that we are understanding its operation. We are discovering things. It would be very strange if I launched a telescope that cost $10 billion and it didn't see anything new. It is seeing a lot of new things. What we have to do now is interpret these things. The little red dots. I want to tell you guys something else. There are some astronomers now who are proposing that there was an error at the beginning of the universe when these little red dots appeared. Because there's an important thing I didn't mention, which is the following: they disappear later. So, for example, at closer, more recent redshifts, there are no little red dots. They appear in a specific age range. I posted an article on spacetoday.com.br. I'll even show you guys, showing exactly this, okay? There is an era of the little red dots, okay? That's very interesting. It's something we didn't know. Does that mean it disproves the Big Bang? It has nothing to do with it. Nothing. Nothing to do with the Big Bang. Absolutely nothing. Okay? It's that people are studying.
It's just that people are studying. They're studying here. Look, almost stars, okay? With black holes inside. That would be another explanation for the red dots, okay? And of the 300 objects studied by astronomers, okay? A good portion of them aren't high red shift. They would be things around there, more like intermediate red shift, okay? So, what are these things? We don't know today. We can't know, okay? Is that a problem? No, actually, this is very good, right? This is very good, okay? Very good. Here it is, look. I'm a case Renato sent a great one. Sergao, the Marcos Ebelin went on Redcast and said so much about this. All wrong. Of course, he deserved a reaction from you. He repeated that nonsense a lot that James Webb overturned the standard model. It's because he doesn't know what it is, man. He doesn't know. He's not following this. Just come up to him and say, and Berlin, now here, look, explain to us here, look, that of all these galaxies there, look, most of them have a much closer red shift. Were those guys wrong? Yeah, they were wrong, man. Why were they wrong? Because algorithms are still being developed to process the James Webb data. This is new data. This is data that we, astronomers, are learning. That's what you have to keep in mind, okay? There's no way you can do it overnight. 3 years is practically overnight, okay? I also saw people talking about it there. Oh, there. They said it 3 years ago and still nothing. Clacka, 3 years is a very short time, okay? It's a very short time. In how many years do you think humanity will be able to unify relativity with quantum physics? It might never be unified, okay, man? It might never be unified. Look, I'll read all the questions, okay? Flavia Falcaoli, what's your problem with women scientists devaluing your resume? There's less of a problem with women scientists. So much so that here, the endless science is open to 2 women scientists, Patricia Rebecca, who comes here every week to exchange ideas with you. I really admire Rosalie Lopez, Doi de Mello, Roberta Duarte, my friend, you know? So I don't have a problem at all. I do have a problem, it's not with that, but never mind. Harley Neander sent it here. Look, he already looked for the resume. Oh, man, I already looked for Caroline's resume, and if you go to her profile, it says she's an astronomer. She's not, that's all, okay? Just like I'm not. Taipan Sibir sent 7. Hey Alexander, take advantage, man, look, I'm going to explain something here. Take advantage of this because I'm going to tell you. The people here at CEF also make this cut here because it's important. Here's the thing, guys, pay attention to what I'm going to say. The question is, have you become a denialist? Why are you asking this? And it has to do with why they're persecuting me there. Let me explain the deal to you here. Ready? So, let's go. Unfortunately, I'm traveling, going back and forth and I don't know what. That's not an excuse either, okay? But I'll use it as an excuse. I made a post about a volcano, okay? The volcano in Thailand that erupted, and I took the guy's post on Twitter, simply translated it, and posted it. That was my big mistake, without reading what the guy had written. And the guy wrote some complete nonsense, right? That volcano was releasing a lot of CO2 into the atmosphere, and what's your car doing that? Boom, 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 in that conversation. And I posted that when I saw it later. Then I traveled. When I saw what I had posted and realized it was wrong, I went and deleted the post, okay? So that was my big mistake, but people picked up on that and are saying I'm a denier. No, man, it's really wrong. So much so that I deleted it, okay? Volcano. First of all, a volcano doesn't release much CO2 into the atmosphere. Volcanoes release a lot of SO2, which is sulfur dioxide. And secondly, a volcano would be very good, not very good either, because then we would enter nuclear winter, right? But some large volcanoes erupting, like Pinatubo in 1991, lowered the Earth's temperature by a degree. It lowered the Earth's temperature. You want to see? Here, look, by half a degree, okay? By half a degree, the Earth's global temperature decreased by half a degree. And I've said this in several places. So, I apologize, okay? It was entirely my mistake. No one has anything to do with it. It was me, because I posted it, I took it. But I didn't read it, I simply translated it and posted it. After I saw the nonsense that was written there, I went and deleted it. Okay? Got it? So that's it. That's why people are canceling me, annoying me. He said I'd become a denier and all. That was it, okay? But nothing, okay? I've said it so many times, right? I teach classes on volcanoes and everything, and I said that volcanoes are actually good for cooling the Earth and don't release much CO2. What they release into the atmosphere is SO2. I didn't even see it. I saw the repercussions. I saw the meteor, right? The girls at the meteor took it. They cursed me a lot. Oh, okay, man. That's life, man. I messed up, man. I messed up. What can I do? Understand? So, I messed up. I have to pay for my mistake, okay? But it's clear now. Sir Zhao said he only does react on smaller channels than his. And, man, first, if you look through all my videos here, you won't find any react, man, okay? To tell you the truth, I hate react.